Okay. Um, I was really pleased that we were able to play a number of guys tonight. It was a good growing experience for those guys to put on a uniform, go through the exercise of competing. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do defensively, giving up 79 points to that team, but we talked about showing our pillars of play, which are energy, toughness, and unselfishness. We obviously showed the unselfishness with 16 assists. I thought we, half of our field goals were assisted baskets. We played inside out, attacking, getting 45 free throw attempts. That was good from an offensive end, but we got to continue to get better on the defensive end and get some of those big guys healthy. I mean, we're a little thin today.
Coach, it was pretty clear you were looking to push the pace offensively. What went into your thought process as you looked at your roster and you thought that style of play fits this group of guys?
Well, we feel like we have pretty good guard depth, and we obviously had some success with it last year with some different personnel and pieces. But I think Mo Evans has a chance to be really good pushing the tempo. Isaiah does as well with the ball in his hands, and so does Michael Calder. And Joe Edwards is at his best in transition. So I think those sort of opportunities to get some easy baskets there and just keep putting pressure on other teams is sort of our goal.
Coach, Mo and Isaiah obviously are going to take on a bigger role running the offense with Pierre John. What was your initial impression of how they fared today?
Well, Mo kind of did what he did last year. Shot the ball really well. He's 4 for 5 from 3. In terms of as a playmaker, he had 1 assist, 0 turnovers. So I'm satisfied with the turnovers. Because we're going to share the ball as a group. So I'm not expecting one guy to go out there and get 8 or 9 assists, but I want to do that as a group. So I think he did a really good job tonight. We've talked a lot about don't worry about making the highlight plays. Just let the play evolve. Drag out a ball screen, make the extra pass, and maybe your assist is the hockey assist. So he did a really good job with that. Isaiah played a lot of point guard as a sophomore, so he has a lot of experience there, and I thought he did a great job tonight. Handling. He ended up, the best stat he had last year was he was a 2-to-1 assist to turnover guy, and again tonight, looking at it, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, did a nice job with it. And I think you're going to find that Michael Calder is going to be a really good guard at that point guard position too. So I feel like we have some depth at that position.
Defensively, what do you got to do to get their shooters in? Really, it was one shooter. It seemed like in transition that guy was on fire, but what do you need to do to find shooters in transition?
Well, we need to have more urgency. We talk about it. It's a weakness in our practices right now. And, with some of the newcomers, that's the difference between high school and junior college basketball and the next level. It's up another level, the pace is. And we have to have more urgency, pointing, talking, finding our men. And, we had a quiet team last year, and we do as well this year. And, I'm not saying that you can't be successful because we were last year with a quiet team, but we got to continue to work on our communication skills. So that's an area that we're going to keep grinding out in practice and getting better at.
Brent and Steve both kind of got bumped up a little bit, it seemed like, and so Yuri had to play probably more minutes than you anticipated, I would imagine, especially when Brent went out. I don't know if he tweaked his ankle or what he did, but talk a little bit about Yuri's play because IPFW fans haven't seen him yet this year.
I think unfortunately about 2/3 of his minutes came at a position that we probably won't see him at much this year. He's going to play more of a power forward for us, and we ended up playing 5 perimeter type players. I think he can really stretch defenses. He shoots the ball well when he gets his feet set, and he actually is a pretty good driver too. He's deceptively quick and get to the rim and has some crafty finishes. I think he's going to be a really good offensive player for us. I think he needs to continue to develop on the defensive end. Keeping guys in front of him and working on his help principles and just understanding what we're doing. Even though I feel like the team is fairly advanced for this time of year because of Canada, because of returners, That's my team feel. We have some individuals that I think will have a great opportunity to contribute to this team that still, it's relatively new for them. So we're going to see a lot of growth over the next couple weeks.
And Reed's not a long-term issue, is he? Joe Reed?
He is. He's a long-term issue where he's going to
His
be
health.
the toughest guy on the floor every night for other teams. So you're correct, Tom.
His-
But health, we'll see how it plays out. But I don't expect anything long-term from that.
Coach, you've waited a while to run your own program. It was an exhibition game, but just being out there, running things from the sidelines, what was that like for you?
It was a good experience. Obviously new, but I had I had 3 games under my belt this summer with Canada, which was a good experience as well. So it's always nice to have some good experienced guys on your roster to roll the ball out to, and ultimately, I mean, I've been a little fiery in practice trying to get this team to get to the next level, but that's not the mentality I want to have on the floor during games. I mean, my coaching is done in the practice sessions, and then let the guys, let them execute it. So it was an enjoyable experience tonight.